Hey everyone, welcome back to Workbench Wednesday. Didn't have one last week because I was on vacation last week, and I was on vacation the week before for a couple days. It was like a one vacation, another mini vacation. And for the last 2 weeks, I haven't really touched RCs a whole lot. I did my Workbench lives that I do on Sundays, but other than that, I have only been in here a little bit. So there was literally no point to do an update because nothing had really changed. So yeah, here we are again. On the bench right now, I have the Meus Gold Rush V2. I got this from someone on Crawler Canyon Discord. He had I don't know if it comes built or not, but it's all together, like the whole kit. It's like the V2 Meus Gold Rush. I think I just said it. And he has GTS shocks on it. I think they're 90 millimeter, and Meus nylons on it. Just doing some kind of odds and ends right now to get it like set up how I want it. The links aren't really right. You can see like the drive shaft just hanging out way under those links there. It just, something's not right here. It's just, it looks right. Like the portal's up and down straight, but that's just way down low. I don't know. I'm almost thinking of putting shorter shocks on. I don't really want to though. 90s should be fine, I thought, but I'm not sure. I'm just gonna mess around with it. I also thought we're just putting straights on this one and putting these on something else. I'm not sure. I'm just messing around with things. The 3-link wasn't set right. The pinion was like way down forward. Like I'm not sure what. I think he was just putting parts on to mess around with to get stuff set up, and then just never really did anything with it. So I'm just still messing with the 3-link, trying to get that set up. I need to do the panhard still. I did put the 4-link adapter on to make it 4-link, but then I forgot that the forward motor mount goes right where the link would be. So then I took it back off to do 3-link again. But now I'm thinking about doing 4-link again, back and forth, because I was watching the Shot Mini RC, Ken's video. I think it was on the Gold Rush, but I don't remember what it was specifically on. He was doing something on it. I don't know. And I noticed that he did 4-link, but he just took him and put him on the outside. So he mounted him out here, and like the bent link seemed to go right around it, no problem. So I might do something like that. I'm not sure. I just don't want to deal with this panhard thing because every panhard I've been putting on there just swings it like crazy over, and it's just not really working for me. So I might try to mess with that again. We'll see. It's been taken apart I don't know how many times up front. It's also too short of a wheelbase. It's like 300 millimeters, I think. Yeah, it's actually like 298. I'm not sure what was going on with the links. I'm not sure what they put on. But I got to extend that because any like body that I put on is just not right. Like that's a Warlord, and it's just not gonna line up right. I'm thinking about I'm in between the Warlord body and a cab only Ranger body that I have. It's like no F-150. I don't remember. J Concepts 1989 F-150. I think. I'm almost thinking cab only. I think he was weird though because of these. I think it was like only to here, so then like part was gonna stick out. I keep saying these like you can see it, but these here, I don't know what to... They're kind of an odd shape, and I also don't like how this does this. I'll be getting rid of this and just putting like some dual lock on there for the battery. And then the ESC and receiver will be on the other side. But also this might get a Pro or a Pro Elite. I'm not sure yet. I also have... What I was originally going to do was this Secure 120 and this... 3542 1450 kV motor. I was gonna toss this in here. That should fit perfectly. Then I could like mount this up here maybe. I'm not sure. I want to get the links set up first and figure out the body, and then I'll go from there. I kind of want this as like I don't want to say beater, but like my kids can mess with it and this and that. So that's why I'm thinking against this. I'm thinking about throwing a Pro in it that I have. I just took it out of my Jolly Green. I just took it out of the Jolly Green. So I'm thinking about throwing it into here. But I kind of want to make this closer to at least 313, maybe 330. I'm not sure yet. But I think that'll also fix this here. Because like if I pull it out farther, I don't know. Like it's just, something's not right. And I don't get it. It just seems like this is really tall, but not. It's odd. I don't know. We'll see. Just something I've been messing with off camera / on lives. The last 2 lives I kind of pulled this out a little bit and did a couple little things to it. I've tightened up. Like all these like hollow balls were too small. I swapped some out. I had to put spacers on the shock hollow ball because this was like, for some reason they give you like 10 millimeters of space here. I think it is, and these are like 7.5, 7. But I don't know why they do 10 in between those ears. And these spacers on here were like mismatched. Like I said, I think he was just starting to set this thing up and then kind of lost interest. So it's been kind of a weird thing. I'm not really sure. But yeah, just kind of messing with that, and we'll see. Maybe on the live I'll mess with it again. Another truck I've been working on, and I'm not going to show a ton of this because I have a video coming out on it, and it's just kind of a lot to go over. Yeah, this thing's cool. It's a cab over model body. This was my Bronco chassis. It's right here actually. But I just never really ran it because it was horrible because it was so top heavy, and I liked how it looked and didn't want to mess with it, didn't want to cut it up. I don't know. I might just kind of display it or something. I don't know. Like, not display it like it's anything crazy, but yeah, I just kind of like how good it looks. But yeah, Fedco sent me the 6x6 conversion, and it comes with the body, and they said I can do whatever I want with it. So I have a video coming out on how to install this and how everything fits. And yeah, this should be out probably next week. Wednesday. Yeah, it should be next Friday. But yeah, you'll see that soon. I haven't even ran it yet. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for what I've been working on. That was, like I said, during the lives a little bit at night, and then that was in the last week. Since I got back on my second short vacation, I dedicated like a couple afternoons after, the kids go to bed to try to finish that up, because I've had these parts for a while, and I feel bad that I've had the parts and I haven't gotten a video for them yet. So yeah, that's going to be soon. The next thing I have coming up is another video that I've been meaning to do for a while, but the company sent the parts and they ended up not being what I thought they were. Hold on. The next thing that I want to work on after this is finished with the video is getting this huge ESC that I think I talked about once, at least on my lives. It's a 16S, 160 amp, 5 to 16S ESC. It's like high power, high speed, whatever kind of thing. And when I talked to them about it, I don't think that my communication was great with them, possibly. I'm not sure. But I was telling them I do crawlers and told them that, the top I usually do is like 120 amp. And they're like, oh, we have this bigger one that's coming out. This should be fine. And I think it was more of us just both guessing that we were going to have the right part for each other. And this, I got two of them because I was like, hey, can I have two so I can do a dual motor build that I'm doing? Swap on my Mantis chassis. I was going to do a dual motor setup, and they're like, yeah, definitely, cool. So I got them, and I'm like, these aren't going to work. So now I have to pivot, and I didn't have anything ready. I had everything ready to do the other build. So I apologize to WBP Tech, and hey, it's going to be a little while. I told them because I have to pivot and do something else, and they said that's fine. So the next thing I thought about doing was a speedrun car, but my speedrun car doesn't have that much room in it, really. Not that it's a speedrun car anyways, it's a WL Toys, just kind of like a buggy thing. But it was just not going to handle the power, and I didn't want to deal with it breaking and coming apart. And I was like, you know what? I've had both of these. Hold on. Oh, I've had both of these Nitro trucks sitting in the downstairs, just waiting to do an electric conversion. And I really wanted to do it on this Duratrax one, because I like how everything's just anodized purple and all that stuff. But I don't have half the parts that the motor was supposed to mount onto and whatnot. Like, there's nothing, it's just an open cage in there. Whereas I do still have on this T-Max, which was upgraded to a lot of stuff on here. It looks like someone they did a lot of upgrades to it. I still have like the motor mounts and this and that, and I can know where things are supposed to line up. So I might do it to this one, although I really want to do the other one. The other reason I'm going to do this one is because they make a reverse lockout for the transmission on these. You guys can't see my head. Apologies. All right, that's a little better. The other reason I was thinking about doing this is they make an actual reverse lockout for this transmission, and they don't make one, as far as I could tell. I haven't really done a lot of research. They don't make one for the Duratrax, and I need that because if I go into reverse, I'm just going to have these free spinning. So I need this to lock out reverse, so then it has a whole like solid transmission instead of having like the little wings or whatever, the clutch thing that goes and, because right now I'm spinning this and it's not going anywhere because it's that'd be reverse, quote unquote, and you'd have to move over the little disc, stick and everything like that. Whereas, I'm going forward now and it's moving the truck forward. So this locks out reverse, so then it'll be just like a solid transmission where it can go forward or reverse. I quickly researched the Duratrax and I couldn't find anything for it. So I was going to have to like Mickey Mouse it together, which I still want to do. I really do want to, because I just like how that looks better, just because of the anodizing. And this one looks very beat, but I'm going to make it happen, I think. So I have this, I have that ESC, and I got a 4274 2000 kV 8th scale hobby wing motor. Never done anything this big or like this way at all, so this should be interesting. I have to make up some kind of an adapter plate to mount the motor, and then delete everything, and then I need to clean the crap out of this thing. Like, it was run pretty hard, I think. Yeah, it's got a ton of parts on it though. Like, this is an aftermarket Dynamite motor. It's some RB exhaust, Integi shocks. You know, it's got the bumpers. It's got like the chassis races from RD Logic. So I guess that's a big name. I'm not sure. Skids on it. It has Traxxas upgraded linkage and stuff like that. Like, I think these are RPM arms. I mean, they put some money into this thing. I think it's some kind of aftermarket bumper. It doesn't look like a stock one. I'm not sure. I don't really know much about them. I know it's kind of controversial to make these Nitro to electric because A, it's not really... Oh, it's got an MIP front drive shaft, it looks like. That is quite worn. In rear, maybe? Yeah, I think it's a rear, too. I think it's quite controversial to make these electric from Nitro because people are like, oh, it's not worth it, and this and that, but I'm just doing this for fun, and I've been wanting to do it for a while, just as kind of like a... What do you want to call it? Like a nostalgia thing? Just run a T-Max, but an E-Max, and just for something for fun. Because I have these. I don't have to go out and buy an E-Max and run it. But this is an older style T-Max. It's just going to be fun. I also have a T Revo, or just a regular Revo. I think the electric was the E Revo, and the Nitro is just the Revo. I have one of those too. They are RPM. Yeah, I can see it on there. Cool. So RPM arms. I mean, it's like a whole aftermarket kit, honestly. I don't think there's anything stock on this thing. I have that Revo too, but that's missing a bunch of parts. I feel like this would just be a lot more fun just bashing around the yard with my son. So yeah, it's got 2 servos already in it, 25 kg, just like a red case from Amazon. So steering wise, it should be okay, but I'll probably upgrade the steering eventually. This one was for reverse, I think technically. Reverse and brake? Is that how they did it? Throttle? No, throttle and reverse. Yeah, because that's coming out for throttle. Then that would be reverse. I have no idea. There's some weird contraption on top of there. I don't know much about Nitros. I've had one T-Max in the past, and it gave me crap all the time. So that's why I just kind of got rid of Nitro and didn't deal with it. I would go from like my dad's house to my mom's house when I was a kid, and just then I had to adjust the carb because it was just that much of an elevation change. And I said, nope, not worth it to me. So yeah, if you know anything about doing this, I know there's some files on, I think it was like Thingiverse and stuff to do an electric conversion, you know, mount for the motor. Link it down below, or tell me down below, or email me or whatever. And if you have any feedback, if you've ever done it or anything, I don't know. I literally have no idea. I know it has an actual disc brake thing, so I don't know if I have to like lock that out. That's what this part looks like. Oh, that's gas and brake. So reverse. Reverse might have been deleted on... No, because it couldn't have been. You know what? I have no idea. I am literally guessing, but I don't see a reverse knob. Maybe this one just didn't have reverse. I think some of the older ones didn't have reverse. I have no idea. But yeah, throw down below what you think. I'll give you a little bit of a better glimpse of it. And if you have any info on this thing, or any info in general, that would help. Throw it down below, because I have no idea. And, well, I'll show the Duratrax. That's the Duratrax. It's a Savage clone, I think they're called. Yeah, like the linkage and stuff is all loose on this thing. Like, it's not connected to the chassis. It's missing, I think, the motor plate down here. There's like 2 little pieces for the motor plate, but I think there's supposed to be more. I don't know. But I guess these were Savage clones, technically. But people really liked them, I guess. I just like how it looks with the purple and the silver, and I really wanted to use it. But this one might be a little bit more of a passion project later on down the road. And I have a second ESC, so maybe we'll do that. You know what? Maybe I'll do a giveaway with the other. I'm going to do a giveaway with the other one. The day I do the video on that, I'll talk about the giveaway info. That's what I'm going to do. Because this is going to be way later on, and there's no sense in me just letting it sit around. So we'll do a giveaway on the other ESC. It's the same exact one as this. The 5 to 16S, 160 amp ESC. You do have to wire everything yourself. It comes with a wiring for like this, receiver and everything, and some heat shrink, but you have to wire all the other power wire, everything, XT60 or 90 or whatever you need at that point on it. So yeah, I think that's it. Mail call wise, it was just those parts, and then I got in some wheels. I'm going to be doing the 20,000 subscriber giveaway soon. Been working on it kind of on the background, and then just kind of throwing it together. You're gonna see. You'll see. It's gonna be something that I think people are gonna like a lot. I'm just trying to look around and see if there's anything else that I have, but there's nothing really that I can think of. Like I said, I've been just kind of gone. I haven't even been home. But yeah, I got some pinions in for this because it's 5mm bore. I think 0.8. 32 pitch. Yeah, 32 pitch pinion. So we'll see. But yeah, I think that's it. If you have any info, any questions, any comments, suggestions, or anything, throw them down below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good day.